Kevin Stewart, Momo Kawashima, and Miho Nishizumi were engrossed in Monday Night Raw, their favorite wrestling show. The atmosphere was electric as they were anticipating the unexpected return of their favorite wrestler, The Rock. Suddenly, amidst the excitement, Kevin collapsed. The room fell silent as Momo and Miho stared at Kevin, sprawled on the floor, unconscious. They were horrified by the sight. Without wasting a moment, Momo dialed 911, her hands shaking. Miho was trying to revive Kevin, patting his cheeks gently and calling his name. Their joyous evening had turned into a nightmare. Meanwhile, their friends Yoshika Miyafuji and Akino Misaki rushed over to their house. When they arrived, they froze in fear at the sight of Kevin's state. The once vibrant room was now filled with tension and fear. The blaring sirens of the ambulance filled the quiet night as paramedics arrived. They quickly took over the situation, their skilled hands working efficiently. The sight of Kevin being wheeled away made the girls sob uncontrollably. They followed the ambulance to the hospital, their hearts filled with dread. The usually chatty group was silent, each lost in their thoughts. The hospital's cold, sterile environment only added to their anxiety. After waiting for what felt like an eternity, a doctor finally came out. His solemn face confirmed their worst fears. Kevin had suffered a massive heart attack and was now in a coma. The doctor explained that Kevin's heart attack was so severe that he had only a few hours to live. They could only wait and hope for a miracle. The news felt like a punch to their stomachs. Despite the bleak prognosis, they refused to lose hope. They spent the night in the hospital, praying for Kevin's recovery. Their prayers seemed to be answered. When the next morning Kevin woke up from his coma, the journey to recovery was long and challenging. Kevin had to undergo several surgeries and extensive rehabilitation, but he was a fighter. He was determined to return to his normal life, no matter how arduous the path. His friends were with him every step of the way. They visited him regularly, bringing him his favorite snacks and keeping him company. Their visits were the highlights of Kevin's days, giving him the strength to keep fighting. After many months of hardship, Kevin was finally released from the hospital. It was a joyous day. His friends and family showered him with love and affection, expressing their relief and happiness at his recovery. When they got home, Kevin was welcomed with a surprise party. The house was filled with laughter and joy. Kevin was moved by the love and support he received from his friends and family. Among the guests was none other than The Rock himself. Kevin was starstruck. He had always admired The Rock, and to see him in person was a dream come true. At that moment, Kevin decided to make another dream come true. He took Momo by the hand and in front of all their friends and family asked her to marry him. It was a moment of pure joy and happiness. Momo, surprised and teary-eyed, accepted his proposal. The room erupted in cheers and applause. It was a perfect end to a perfect day. They all knew that this was just the beginning of a new chapter in Kevin's life. The next few months were filled with wedding preparations. Momo and Kevin were busy planning their dream wedding. Despite the stress and chaos, they were happy. They were finally getting there happily ever after. The day of the wedding finally arrived. The venue was beautifully decorated, reflecting the couple's taste and love for each other. Friends and family gathered to witness the union of Momo and Kevin. The highlight of the wedding was the person who officiated their marriage, The Rock. Seeing their idol, who had unintentionally played a major role in their story, made the moment even more special for the couple. As they exchanged their vows, they were filled with a sense of contentment and joy. They had faced the worst together and had come out stronger. They knew that no matter what life threw at them, they would face it together. Their friends and family cheered as they sealed their vows with a kiss. The room was filled with love and happiness. It was a day they would remember forever. The night ended with a grand party. Everyone danced and celebrated the union of Momo and Kevin. It was a night filled with love, laughter, and a lot of dancing. As they looked around at their loved ones, Kevin and Momo couldn't help but feel grateful. They had faced a life-altering event, but they had come out of it stronger and more in love. It was a testament to their resilience and the power of love. Their story was a reminder that life is unpredictable and things can change in an instant. But with determination, love, and a little help from your friends, and sometimes your idols, you can overcome anything. The night ended with Kevin and Momo dancing under the stars, lost in their own world. As they held each other close, they knew they were ready to face whatever life threw at them. As long as they had each other,